Happy Saturday, folks. We are doing some QA today. A ton of Lions fans hit me up. I had over 500 comments in the last video, so we're going to cover a lot of what you guys talked about. A ton. An absolute ton. I heard it all. I seen it all, so we're going to get into it. But before we get into today's video, if you're a fan of eating concrete, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Lions news and rumors. And sometimes being a Lions fan, you can get a broken mouth. Also, hit that like button and tear it down. Let's get this thing going right meow. Let's jump into your QA questions. And we're going to get into the first one right here. Mike says, why are you so negative about the Lions? They're doing fine. I've been hearing a ton of this about the negativity. I don't believe I am negative. I think I'm just trying to keep it 100. I see a team right now that has issues upon the offensive line with a lack of talent, and that's something that right now we can't deal with, right? And you got a deficiency in talent on the defensive line, specifically the opposite edge of Aiden Hutchinson. He gets double teamed. These are problems when you're trying to make a playoff push, and right now we're the outside looking in. And coming into this season, this team should be a Super Bowl contender. Right now, we're not even contending to make a wild card spot. That's not being negative. That's being real. There's a lot of issues with this team. Yeah, we have some injuries. All teams got injuries. But we've made some fundamental mistakes in regards to the roster and inability to see the effects of coordinators being gone and the replacement of Frank Ragnow hurt this team big time and set it back. Now, Ragnow's coming back, but it could be a little bit too late. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm 2,500 away from 100,000 subscribers. That's a crazy, crazy goal. With your help, we can get there. Hit that sub button. Mike, thoughts on the Lions secondary this season? Up and down secondary right now for the Lions. The first half of the season, I thought they played well. I thought the Legion of Whom was interesting, but you see Brian Branch, he has not been playing well as of recently, taking plays off. DJ Reed, a little bit rust coming back. Amik Robertson getting toasted. I don't know if this is more of a Kelvin Shepard thing. Probably. It's hard to tell at this moment because there's a lot of issues. But yeah, we got a problem right now, and hopefully, I think the secondary can get fixed. I think it's a situation where that can get fixed, right? Because I think the talent is there, but we'll see going forward. They got a huge challenge on Thursday against the #1 offense in the NFL, so we need them to sponsor a win. Like I need to talk to you about the sponsor of today's video. Christmas is nearly here, folks, and I have the perfect gift that you can give your family during this holiday season, and that's Omaha Steaks. I love Omaha Steaks. It is amazing. It's the perfect holiday meal. Let me tell you all about it. Whether you're sending an unforgettable gift or treating yourself to everyday perfection, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. Don't miss the best deals of the season, an exclusive limited time offer, plus our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code Lions at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality in a variety of every bite that is backed by their 100% guarantee. When you give Omaha Steaks, you are sending more than a gift. You are sending an experience. And from the moment it arrives to the moment you enjoy it, they'll be thinking of you. Take the stress out of gifting and gift handcrafted perfection that it is kind of gift that brings people together. And you don't have to know anyone's size. That's the best part. So save big on unforgettable gifts with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide and extra 20% off the select favorites during their cyber sale. And if for an extra $35 off, use promo code LIONS at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code LIONS at checkout. Terms that apply. See site for details. All right, let's go ahead and jump back into these questions for you guys. Name a player to watch in training camp. Well, that one we'll have to wait till in the offseason. But if you're to say right now, it would be the offensive line, just what we got. Who is the biggest loser this offseason? The biggest loser this offseason? I'm going to have to go with Brad Holmes right now because the "we're good" comment. And I think everybody out here knew that was, when he said that was a mistake. Everybody knew that we needed pass rush. Everybody knew that we needed better on the offensive line. This was something that everybody knew, yet the "we're good" comment. And I think that's more of an arrogance thing where you believe too much into what you have and you're not looking outside. Maybe you're just being a little bit too biased there with our own guys. But I'm going to go with Brad Holmes being the loser because "we're good" comment. Grade Dan Campbell. Whoa, right now? Oh, my goodness. Well, look, let's do a switch here. When it comes to Dan Campbell, as a head coach, when he has his coordinators, I think he's an A-plus head coach. I think he knows what he's doing. But I do believe with him getting the offense, it has really screwed up the timing on the field. It's really screwed up, the effectiveness of the plays and the speed of the game. And I think that has resulted in game day being much worse. So I'd give it right now a C for game day. But all in all, I think it's going to just have to be an off-season issue where they have to get the coordinators to help Dan Campbell out because he can't be doing everything. So I'm going to give him right now a C+. C+ considering all that. What do you guys grade for Dan Campbell in the comments right now? Give me a grade. A, B, C, D, or F. Or, there you go. Let's get into it. The next one here. Will the Lions make the playoffs? I don't believe they're going to make the playoffs right now. The game on Thursday versus the Dallas Cowboys will dictate that. If the Lions win that game, they still have a shot to make the playoffs because you still got to go to LA. And that's when you'd have Frank Ragnow back. They lose that game. I don't believe they make the playoffs. You said, but there's more games to go. There'd be 4 more games to go after that. Correct. But you have the tiebreaker loss to the Green Bay Packers. Right now they have a wild card spot. You would have the loss to the Dallas Cowboys. They would have the tiebreaker for the wild card spot. And the other 2 teams right now, San Francisco 49ers at 8 wins and Seattle Seahawks, who look dominant. And we got to face the Cowboys and the Rams. If the Lions lose on Thursday, I think it ends it. If the Lions were to lose 2, it's definitely over. So I'm going to go with right now, no. They don't make the playoffs because I'm going to go with the odds. I'm going to say no. Thoughts on Ragnow coming back? I love Frank Ragnow coming back. A little too late. Couldn't they have done this just 2 weeks before last week? I feel like the Lions have made decisions that has just been a little too late. And it has hurt our team. And I think I love Ragnow coming back is going to help us for the final 4 weeks of the season. I don't know if it's going to matter, but we have to win on Thursday. Yeah, all eggs in the basket on Thursday. Everybody needs to be playing on that game. It's a playoff game on Thursday. You want any chance to make the playoffs, you have to win Thursday, and then Frank Ragnow returns a week later. Grade Brad Holmes. This is gonna be a harsher grade because I'm really irritated with the "I'm good" comment. I was really irritated with we have a lot of pass rushers on the market. This was before this offseason. You had all sorts of pass rushers, and they decided not to go for a single one. Not a single one. And there were a good comment. I didn't mind them drafting Tyleik Williams. That's fine. I want them to get an edge. I want them to go offensive line earlier. I mean, they about it did early. I was hoping they would go with their first pick, edge or lineman. They went DT. I'm fine with that. But you have to get pass rush. You have to make trades. You have to be better in free agency. So I'm going to give right now for this year. Last year's different. This year, I'm going to give it a C right now. C. I'm really upset that he didn't make the trade at the trade deadline. I've seen other teams do it, and I thought it was a huge mistake by not making a trade at the NFL trade deadline. I did. And so I'm going to give it a C. Let's get to 100K, 2,500 away. All you got to do is smash that sub button, and I tell you what, we can grow this channel together. Mike, the Lions should fire Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. Thoughts? No. Guys, I'm criticizing them, not calling from their freaking heads. There's a difference between criticizing and then overreacting. Calling for these guys to get fired is extremely overreactive. My goodness, they've been great since they've been here. It's just a bad year. They got to rethink the way they do things. But to fire these guys, no. Now, we got to do better in the draft. We got to do better in free agency. And this year, it's going to suck in free agents because we ain't got no money, by the way. Got to do better at the trade deadline. We have to get better coordinators this offseason. Fix the offensive line. If they don't do this, if they go into another season of we're good and they don't get a pass rusher and they still do the same line, it will be different next year. If it is the same type of crap, because I want to win a Super Bowl, not just be a relevant, good team. We need to win. We need to be challenging for Super Bowls. Every other team does it. Why can't we? Should the Lions extend Brian Branch? I would have said 4 weeks ago, I said, are you crazy? They should. I don't know what's going on with Brian Branch as of late. He's undisciplined. His game on the field has been lackluster at best. He's taking plays off. If it doesn't change, no. We can't have that. He's talented, but something is going on with this guy. Pulling plays off is unacceptable. I don't care how good you are. You never do that. You never do that. It doesn't matter how talented you are. You never pull plays off. He's got 5 weeks to change his narrative. He's got 5 weeks to do it. If he plays like this, I'm going to say probably no, but if he gets back to his normal self, then yes. But he's got to get out of that funk, man. Should the Lions draft a quarterback? Not early, that's for damn sure. We need offense and defensive line. Offense and defensive line. Edge, tackle, guard, edge. Yeah. That's what they need to focus on. Get those positions taken care of. That is your priority. Get those positions taken care of. I don't believe they should draft a quarterback this year. I want to make sure that they finally address the issues that has been plaguing this team for years. Pass rush. What position should the Lions draft? Pass rush. But let's keep it a buck. The first one's got to be tackle. I want an edge rusher more than anybody else. But that offensive line is bad. Taylor Decker he's getting longer in the tooth. Frank Ragnow, he's coming back out of retirement. Mahogany, broken leg. Graham Glasgow is butt cheeks. Yes. Get a tackle. Even draft a guard. Because I know Miles Frazier is good to go right now, but we need to have better depth all around in this team, okay? So I think offensive line is priority number 1, 2, and then pass rush. You have to get a pass rusher. I don't care if you trade up. I don't care if you get a guy in the round 2 or whatever round. I don't know. But get somebody opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. And from a smaller spot, I do think the Lions need a safety. They need a backup role there, but those are those big positions. Why are the Lions playing so bad, Mike? Many reasons. Lack of talent, terrible decisions in the offseason, trading away players like Tim Patrick and not bringing back Zeitler. Frank Ragnow retiring was a gigantic one. The coordinators leaving. It is a mess of a mess. Everything is why they're playing so bad right now. So you just put it all in a mix and you got your answer. Are you excited for free agency this season? Absolutely not. The Lions are over the cap right now. I don't think if you want to have an exciting free agency, this is not for you. The Lions will try to bring back some of their own guys. That's will be the Lions free agency. So give me your thoughts today. With that said, folks, adios.